What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back, or welcome to my channel. I'm Brian, and today we're getting back into another episode of The Acolyte. Before we get into it, if you haven't seen one of my last reactions, I believe it was on a boy's reaction, my voice is a little messed up. It's getting better now, but when dog sitting, the two dogs got into a fight, and when trying to break them up, I was screaming at the top of my lungs and started losing my voice. And occasionally I revert back to puberty days and I'll let out a little voice squeak. So I apologize in advance for that if it happens. But my voice is getting better and back to normal, so that's good. So last we left off, we finally were revealed who the Sith was, even though a couple episodes ago I kind of predicted that. Still a cool reveal, and most of the episode, actually, for me at least, was enjoyable. There were some really cool fight scenes, unique stuff we haven't really seen in the Star Wars universe before, so I appreciated that. And then it started to go back downhill towards the last 10 minutes of the show. But the important thing that we left off with was that May has assumed Osha's identity. My leading theory was that she did it so that she could easily kill a Jedi without a weapon, but an episode earlier she was saying how she was done with the Sith and wanted to basically confront the Jedi and say this, that, and the third, and switch sides, which didn't happen. So I'm very confused what direction the show is trying to go, and again, very understandable why it was canceled and not renewed for a second season, but we started the journey. I gotta finish it. So I believe there's 2 more episodes after this one, and then that's it. Hopefully the next piece of Star Wars content that they release is better than this. It's gotta be. I don't see how they can make things much worse. Oh, there's the voice again. Sorry. So yeah, we'll be checking out episode 6 of The Acolyte today. If you're watching along with me today, thank you. I appreciate it. If you enjoy the video, maybe drop it a like. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. But, either way, still appreciate you being here and at least checking this video out. So, we're going to go ahead and get into the episode. And not holding my breath, but let's see. I'm assuming this one's Osha, because the Sith had taken her at the end of the last episode. But now it's going to be really tough to tell them apart. What the hell is that thing? Wonder how long it's going to take her to realize her sister stole her place. It's like the Sith version of the island Luke was on. It's an unknown planet. Things look like ant-eating pterodactyls with their pointy-ass heads. he wiped out pretty much everyone that came with.
Coruscant 5112, you have clearance for transmission.
Emergency code 0.
Please.
May, in this test, you must divine what images appear on the testing screen.
What do you want me to do?
Oh yeah, same ship she took the test in. Like, what is her goal? What's her end game doing this?
Threat that we anticipated.
Okay, maybe I was right.
I'm going to reset the transceiver.
She did do it to kill him, but she could have very easily had done it in the woods when he found her. Or I think she found him, but you know what I mean. I know he's upset, but none of it was his fault. But maybe should have brought some more experienced Jedi, not some Padawan. I know the other guy graduated tonight, but still. You're hunting a Jedi assassin. Definitely don't bring a Padawan. And maybe bring some of your more top-tier Jedi. I wonder how this thing is gonna out her, since I believe the only one that could understand it was the fresh Jedi Knight, who is dead now. What the hell is she hiding for? He knows she's there. Yeah, good luck.
Don't move.
Feels good, doesn't it? To hold one in your hand again. I assume you didn't keep your own saber when you left the Order. Your stance is good. You should keep your other elbow up higher. I'm wondering if it's honorable to kill me like this. Heat of battle is justified. But a few hours later, it's vengeance.
Why bring me here? Why not kill me? Am I supposed to be your prisoner?
Prisoner? You're the one with the weapon. But he's more to you than that.
Like a father
Special
figure.
Relationship, isn't it? Master and pupil.
That's pretty cool. But why did it need to be detached to begin with?
You saved us, Sosha.
That is the weirdest hug I've ever seen.
I'm sorry. It's time to make things right. It's time for me to face the High Council, to tell them everything.
Aim to a clear for transmission.
Did she sabotage something? Or does this ship just suck?
You want to take a look?
The Jedi are always transparent with the Senate. This is a case of an ambitious senator grasping for power.
Apologies, Senator. I must go. But thank you for your update.
Whew. The connection was faulty, but it sounded like the
Everyone?
entire team.
Prepare a rescue team to depart for the planet Kofar immediately.
How do you know where he is?
I sent him there.
Why'd you bring me here?
Why do you think?
Leverage?
Everyone does seem to want you.
If you keep me here, Soul comes to you. He's found me before. And his strength in the Force is very powerful.
You think That's his strength. That's your strength in the Force, Osha.
He seems very good at manipulation. Like, I know the Sith are bad and all, but I kind of understand his perspective. He just wants to be left alone to do his own thing. Unfortunately, his own thing is, you know, whatever he wants, including killing people, so that goes against the Jedi, and then, yeah, it's a whole back and forth.
Hey, relax, hey, whoa, relax, okay? Reset your to factory settings.
Oh, is it an iPhone? You hold down the two buttons for 10 seconds and do a restart?
All right. What did you mean by strength in the Force?
Exactly that.
If you are a Jedi, you know it's something you must exercise. Without training, it fades.
And that's what they told you. The Jedi teach there's only one way to access the Force. And if you don't do it their way, it fades. Below the surface of consciousness are powerful emotions. Anger, fear, loss.
That's the path to the dark side.
Semantics. Why do you love people who can only go so far? Who can't go as deep as you can?
I'm not my sister. I'm not that easily corrupted.
Aren't you forgetting something? You stayed here to do something. Do it. Turn it on.
Let me go!
What you're feeling right now, this anger, this pain, this is who you are. The Jedi saw it, and that's why they threw you away.
Because I failed!
I understand. I lost everything, Osha.
Why couldn't he have been a bigger part of the show earlier on? Personally, I think he's a great character. Skillful, and then he's still complex story-wise. Like, the show had potential.
Joining us on the mission, Master.
I am.
To the Outer Rim, it's just... You get nauseous when you travel through hyperspace?
I don't get sick. I find it unsettling.
I ran a diagnostic. Had to restart the system. Should be 5 minutes or so. Soul? What is it?
How could I not have sensed that villain's true intentions?
The same way you're not sensing shit right now.
I noticed the way you take care of him, talk to him, love him, even though he's just a machine.
I had to lose a lot of myself in order to become a Jedi. Even if I didn't know it at the time.
I'm sorry if you felt that way.
How could I feel any other way? You can tell me.
Oh, saved by the bell.
Hello, is anybody there? Can you hear me?
Identify yourself.
My name is...
Man, they're really milking this set piece.
Everything all right, Master?
What did they say?
Seems an Umbra moth colony hatched last night and wreaked havoc on a local settlement. If the Jedi had been anywhere near that colony, that could explain a large amount of casualties.
It could. This way.
Did you give the same pitch to my sister?
I made a mistake with May. I thought she wanted more than just revenge. I thought she wanted what I want.
What do you want?
Freedom.
The power of two.
Oh.
Kurtosis. Handy against lightsabers, but also a sensory deprivation headpiece. Like we used as younglings.
It blocks out all your senses?
So it's just you and the Force. And what you bring with you. Try it on.
I don't trust you.
Nor should you.
Yeah, they'll easily be able to tell that those are lightsaber wounds. Whack, whack, whack. She got messed up. And him, not so much. He got his neck snapped.
What happened here?
What do you see?
An explosion, then a battle. One versus many. His power extraordinary, his skills erratic. His sole aim was to leave no survivors.
What the hell is that? Come on,
They were all
man.
killed by a lightsaber. What does that tell you?
Yeah, no, they weren't all. One of them got his neck snapped. Learn your shit. Put your lightsaber whip away. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And they gotta take Mace's purple? Come on. Damn it. You're doing too much, Disney. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. Go with the method that works. How are you gonna take Sam Jackson's color away from him? That's messed up. George Lucas did that for him and him alone.
Join us. This party's over. We'll see.
We have a lot to do. We need to find your master. We need to save Osha. But first, you and I are going to talk.
Also, I don't remember what he said that helmet was made out of, whatever that material is, but I was under the assumption the only thing that could deflect against a lightsaber was Beskar. Now maybe this is the next best thing because it is a little jacked up. He's had to repair it a couple of times, so maybe it can take a hit from a lightsaber, but it's not as strong as the Beskar is. What the hell you see out of that thing? Alright, so I just finished up episode 6 of The Acolyte, and I gotta say, I actually was enjoying, like, the story side of it for, again, up until the last 5-10 minutes when they had to go and ruin shit again. But, I really like this Sith guy, like, I don't know, just something about him, like, the way he's portraying the character, like, what a waste of a villain. I mean, he's got some badass moves, and yeah, I don't know. I just enjoy his character and his whole back and forth with Osha during this episode was actually really cool. Like, traditionally in Star Wars, when you have the dark side trying to corrupt the light side, you know, it's like a quick one or two one-liners, and something happens, they get separated or whatever. Like, they don't really get to have a full-on discussion about it and actually consider the other person's side. So I actually was enjoying that. And then we get this dumbass, bald-headed freaking Jedi Master who, everyone died by lightsaber. No, the other dude got his neck snapped. Get your shit right. But she whipped out her lightsaber. I'll get to the color in a second. But it was a freaking whip? Come on, man. Like, Disney. The lightsaber is perfect. It is the best weapon in cinema history. You don't need to change it. You don't need to try and make it your own thing. God damn, man. It's like... But whatever. They went ahead and did it. And on top of that, they stole Sam Jackson's purple lightsaber. That should be a crime. I know I've seen stuff online. George Lucas hates this series and pretty much everything that Disney has been doing since he sold LucasArts. And, you know, I don't fault the guy. This was his baby, his brainchild. He brought it to life, carried it, nurtured it for, God, was it like 40, 50 years? Before he's like, you know what, let me enjoy my empire and billions of dollars and just retire and pass the torch off to a new generation to continue his story. Yeah, no, sadly, they have just been butchering it. And, you know, I know from, I think it was Attack of the Clones, when we first see Sam Jackson, the first one he was in, he had requested a custom purple lightsaber, thought it would be cool, and it was cool and very unique to him. You know, Mace Windu, he teeters on both sides of the Force, light and dark. Like, he's one of the only Jedi that Yoda actually fears, because he doesn't really know what he's capable of. And I remember reading somewhere too that Mace Windu actually like enjoys fighting. Like, that's when he feels his most alive, which is not a typical Jedi thing. So him having a purple lightsaber, you get the mix between the red and a standard blue. That might make purple, I don't know, but in my mind right now, that makes the most sense. So it really fit him and his character well. I hate that they gave her this in this one. Like, no. That is Sam Jackson's lightsaber. You cannot touch it. You know, or are they gonna... why didn't they just swap out Osha's helmet at the end here for Vader's? I know he's not alive yet in this part of the story, but that's kind of like the same vibe I feel it puts out. Like, you're taking away from Star Wars history and lore, trying to apply it to your own thing that isn't working, and I really hope they make some changes over at the studios and start getting this right, or else they're going to destroy one of the most beloved franchises in history. Like, even people who don't know what Star Wars is, which, shame on you, but they still know about it. Like, it is worldwide. Everyone knows about it since its inception. It was revolutionary, and lately they've just... it's like they're trying to push it away and make it fade off into the sunset. Like, ugh, that one really bothered me. Again, like, the first 20 minutes or whatever, however long the episode is, most part of the episode, I was actually enjoying the story side of it. There was no fighting, and yeah, it wasn't terrible. But then they did that shit at the end, and now I hate him again. I'm glad there's only 2 more episodes left. I believe it's only 2, because I'm done with this show. At this point, if I can get another cool lightsaber fight, I'll be happy. That chick needs to die with the purple one. Get her out of here. And I'm ready to move on. Sad truth, but curious to hear what you guys think of this travesty in my eyes. So if you want to leave me a comment down below, I'm happy to check it out. Be a hell of a lot more entertaining than what they're putting out. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate if you could drop a like. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I promise I won't just be reacting to trash shows like this. But either way, if you at least just came here today to check this one out, I appreciate you watching regardless. So, thank you guys. Until the next one, I'll see you guys soon.